Rich Dalmazio here to talk about our final race. Can't believe it's here, but this is the one. And many of you have heard about the last race, that we're going to do something special, and we've got just that for you. So let's first dive in. We'll talk about the car they're going to be racing, which is the 911T. This car in particular is a 1969 911, 200 horsepower. One of the first 911s to ever really race in professional racing. Most of you are going to think, well, that doesn't sound like too much fun. Well, let's drive something fast. Let's drive something, kind of like the GT3R that you just experienced at Spa. Well, you're going to see in a minute what makes this car and also our track so unique. So first up, this car is phenomenal around any racetrack. Definitely paints a picture on why Porsche became so successful, especially when the 911 was introduced in the 60s. So 200 horsepower, very lightweight, race tires, and a very good motorsport sound even back then. Now let's look at our track. That's right, the Nurburgring, otherwise known as the Nordschleife. So we're going to do the tourist configuration, which most people are familiar with or have heard of. You hear often folks go to Germany and say they drove on the Nurburgring. Well, this is what they're talking about, and you're in for a treat. The actual ring, as they call it, is 14 miles in length. It's quite a long lap, hence why we told everyone to please plan for a long race session. We're going to be doing a whopping 15 minutes of testing. 15 minutes. We're going to hope to basically see maybe 2 laps in your configuration for testing. Your average lap is going to be in around 8 minutes or so, if not more. So it should be pretty interesting to watch some of you learn the track and navigate through it. It's quite something else. The race itself, we're going to do two laps. This way, this way it's pretty bearable. 3 laps or 4 laps would be quite tiresome, we think. So let's go and take a look at what it looks like to go around the Nurburgring, otherwise known as the Nordschleife and the Green Hell. Okay, here we go. 1 lap around the Green Hell. This straightaway is never ending, and we're just about to come to the start-finish line here. And it's right about here. Okay, so let's start our lap. So we're going to continue to go uphill. The course is going to turn slightly to the left. You can stay on it completely here. We're in 5th gear, top gear in the 911. Start coming off the throttle here. We're going to need to slow the car down. We have a left-hander approaching and then a right-hander. So you want to be in 2nd gear here, nice and easy. Nice and easy, up to 3rd if you can, and then brake. We're going to go down to 2nd for this off-camber uphill right-hander. Squeeze the power. Brake, and we need to get down to 2nd gear. Through this turn, nice and easy on the throttle as we come out, easy to spin here. Full throttle out of here. Very nice. We need to brake, and this is a sharper right hand. Accelerate, accelerate. Need to slow the car down again as we have a quick left and then a double right-hander. So keep the car in one steering angle. Try not to go too wide like I did. And then a quick right and a left combination. Throttle, and then again we have a quick right and a left. The left-hander goes downhill, so we got the right here, and now start squeezing the power and aim the car properly because we have a long straight here. This is a very high-speed section coming up. Go up through the gears, the crest of the hill, come down 1 gear. We have 2 right-handers, 1 steering angle again. Throttle, throttle, we're going to go up to 5th gear. Down the hill. And now up the hill. To the top of the hill, we're going to come down a gear, turn in and throttle through the entire left-hander coming up. Fourth gear through here. Try not to use the curbs too much. Brake. Got a right-hander coming up. Long right-hander. A lot of room. Good exit speed as we go downhill through this nice switchback section here. Try and keep the car as straight as possible. Try to minimize your steering inputs. So we now come up the hill. We're going to brake, down one gear, and down another gear. We have a left-hander coming up, which is blind, very hard to see. Left hand, and now a right-hander. Very good, very important to get good exit speed. So start squeezing it. There we go. Now we have two left-handers. The first one is much faster than the second one. Here's our first left-hander. And now the second left-hander gets tight, right? Slow down, brake down a gear. Now we have a very long right-hander coming up, downhill. Now we have a quick chicane. You're going to breathe right about here, aim the car, look for the inner curb, and throttle out. Now we have a triple right-hander. Aim for the second apex, not this one, but right there. One steering angle. We have great speed out of here. Now we need to slow the car down quickly. Brake, brake, brake. Down the gears into second gear. One of the slowest parts of the Nordschleife. Accelerate, not too much, just enough to get out of that section, and brake again as this part gets bumpy as well. Another left-hander. Down to second gear. Start squeezing the power up to third if you can, and back down to second as we go uphill and to the right, off camber. Don't squeeze the throttle too much, otherwise you'll spin. Quick right-hander, flat out. We have a left-hander coming up, which you need to either breathe or if you're a little skittish, down a gear. Now we have a long right-hander that goes downhill. Second or third gear, your choice. Keep good speed, as this is a long section coming up. We have a quadruple left-hander starting now. One apex, 2, 3, and 4. Flat out through here or scrub a little speed. Your choice, you can take it flat out. Slow the car down a little bit here, coming up. And right here is where we want to slow up. We have a left-hander, which is known as Big Balls Corner. Carry a lot of speed out. At the crest of the hill approaching, down one gear. Turn right, one steering angle. And now brake hard. Down to second gear as we have a very long, never-ending right-hander. Hug the curb on the inside and make sure not to squeeze too early on the throttle. Power out, and now we come up to the carousel. Brake early, look for the curbs on the right. Brake sharply. Down to second gear, turn in at third concrete unit. Enter and exit, or rather, at second to last. Throttle out. Breathe a little bit or down a gear for this left-hander. Down another gear. This is a quick left-right chicane. Up the hill. You can take the rest of this either in second or third gear. I recommend third gear. This way you don't apply too much torque and power onto the ground. Good rhythm through here. Right-hander. Followed by a left. And then another right-hander. Cut the curb on the inner right. Throttle out. Brake. Down a gear. Uphill off camber. Be careful on the exit. And then double left-hander. Try not to go too fast out of here, otherwise you'll lose it into the barrier. Right-hander again. Throttle out. A lot of speed out of there. Down another gear and another off-camber uphill right-hander. Be careful as you can spin the car easily there too as well. Throttle out of here, brake. There you go, left and the right again. And now we're going to approach our first jump. Nice and easy through here, throttle out. Aim the car straight. Over the jump. Nice and easy through this double right-hander. And now we approach our second jump. Look for the curving on the right. Put that right tire on there. Turn sharply, aim the car straight. There we go. And now throttle out of here. Get good speed. Just connect the dots, each curve. Slow down for this double right-hander here coming up. Nice and easy, it gets tight. And now we have a left-hander that goes uphill. Down to second gear. Throttle out. Up to third. We have another little carousel-like turn to the left. Second gear, throttle out. Very important to get good speed through here. At the crest of this hill, brake, down one gear. Take it easy through here. Car gets a little squirmish. Breathe a little bit off the throttle, and now back on the power. Aim for that inner curb. Keep it tight, as this leads us on to the main straightaway, which is never ending. And now you can breathe a sigh of relief. Relax your hands as you're about to complete one lap around the Nurburgring. I hope this video helps, and good luck to everyone for the last and final race session. In closing, I'd like to say thank you for joining us for our inaugural race season. I hope it's been a blast for you. It has for me. We hope to see you next year. Stay tuned for more details on next season for 2014 and the champion for 2013, who will be sent to Porsche Sport Driving School in Alabama. Good luck, and thanks again.